Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cheyenne and I'm going to be a first year middle school teacher this fall. And today is day 7 of classroom setup. If you haven't seen any of my other classroom setup videos, I will leave them all linked down below. But today we're getting an early start. It is 7:50-ish, but we got here about 10 minutes ago. And we have so much to do today. My mom is here with me again, so we're gonna try to get the rest of the bulletin boards done. We didn't get a chance to finish those yesterday because we had to leave a little bit earlier than we planned. And we just want to get a move on things, so let's go. So we're going to start with this bulletin board, and we've decided to do wood border with maybe a black border on top of that. But then also, I didn't think about the fact that for this board, I cut out white letters from my Cricut. So these are the goal-getter letters. And I didn't think about the fact that it would be on white bulletin board. It doesn't look too bad, you can still see them, but we were thinking of doing the letters on top of this scrap. This was a scrap from this bulletin board. And so we're just gonna line this up and then put the letters on top of this piece so you can kind of see them better. So let's just get started with this bulletin board. So the goal getters board is done. I do have to put up the bulletin board letters for this still, so I'm gonna do that. And while I'm doing that, my mom is actually going to be painting the little blue parts. It was primed, but we just want to paint it over because you can still kind of see the blue underneath. The handles should be done being painted today and being put back on. And then these drawers will finally be out of the way and be able to go back in here, which will save a lot of space over here. And I never got to show you guys yesterday, but these are the little boxes that I've been talking about in one of my past videos. I don't remember which classroom setup, but these actually used to be my cheer boxes in high school. So when you would stand on a box on cheer, yeah, these are like 10 years old. So we painted them. They had like decals. My mom actually ripped them off. So I'll insert some clips here. She did amazing, painted these. They were like bright red and had little stickers. They also had like little jewels glued on to the front where my name was. So those were taken off and they're actually gonna be used for like little flexible seating. You can sit like underneath and use this as like a desk work area, or you can just sit on top with like a lap board. But these will be in this corner. They're kind of being used for stools to set up these bulletin boards right now, so they will be placed better. But that is what we are doing right now. Also in this back corner, I put that extra rug that I couldn't decide between this colorful one and the tan one, just to kind of cover that little backspace. And we think it makes it cozier back there, and it's just kind of more comfortable if they're sitting back there in this little box. But now I'm going to work on the Wow Work bulletin board. These two bulletin boards are done. I don't have anything to put up here right now for the goal getters. I'm gonna print out some little sheets that I'm gonna have them fill out probably each month of what their goal for the month is. And then I'll put those maybe up there. I don't know, I don't wanna put blank ones up there and then have to rip them down. but then the wow work is done. Also, I'm just gonna put these things in my toolbox. I have to make another label because I switched out one of these. I don't remember what it had, but I put stamps in there instead. So I need to make a label for stamps, but then I'm just gonna put these rubber bands and paper clips into here. I am now starting this bulletin board. I'm just using the white shiplap paper. I'm gonna use these scraps just to kind of make them worthwhile and just patchwork this little bulletin board together since it's pretty small and I'm gonna have papers covering it anyway. So this bulletin board is done, but as you can see, there's like a big glare on these laminating sheets. So I am going to use the matte spray, but this will give you guys a better before and after than yesterday's video when the mirror pictures, I didn't show you before and after with the matte spray. So here is the after of the matte spray. You can tell it makes such a big difference. There is still like the tiniest little bits of glare on it, but from afar, you can't really tell. And also in person, it's way easier to read this from a desk than it was before. Now I'm gonna start this bulletin board and I'm gonna use the Better Than Paper wood. And I don't know what border yet. I think the white plain border, because this is my parts of speech area. And the posters, I have a few of them. Quite a few actually, so I want to make as much room as I can to fit them all on there. Just hit my head. I want to fit as many as I can on that bulletin board, so I think I'm going to just do like one simple border to make sure they can all fit on there. So the parts of speech wall is done. I am gonna spray it too because I don't know if you can see the difference. This is sprayed with the matte spray and then these ones aren't. So they definitely have like a pretty big glare on them compared to these ones that don't. So I am gonna spray these ones as well. This is what these are looking like right now. We're gonna do 2 white on the outsides. So 2 white over there and then 2 white over here. And then just get some other like blackout curtains, probably like black or tan maybe, for this middle section because we only have these 4 curtains and we can't find them online anywhere else to match them. But I did want some sort of window coverings in case I'm showing movies because the board, you would not be able to see it at all. So I wanna have some sort of window coverings, but they're not gonna be completely down most of the time. I will probably tie a little string around them. So I will do that right now to show you guys. So this is what the curtains are gonna look like most of the time, just tied back. This is just actually this little like burlap kind of ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And I'll have it like this, and then when we watch movies, I'll just take out the strings and have them actual curtains the whole way. Now I'm going to finish these 2 bulletin boards. This one's gonna be my Miss Mills boards. This one is the growth mindset board. So I was just going through all the comments on classroom setup day 6 because I had just posted this video, and there's so many comments already that had said that the G in my hello 6th grade sign is upside down. And I went to look at it, and it definitely is upside down. I think we were just so rushed and on a roll yesterday that we didn't even realize that it was upside down. So I'm gonna fix that. I just find that very funny because neither my mom or I noticed that, and all of you guys did. So thanks for that comment. I definitely would not have realized that. So this bulletin board is done with paper and border. I am gonna put my Miss Mills letters up. I can't decide if I want them up. I have these colored ones, but I might reprint them with a different color. And then this will kind of just be my board. I kind of want to put like an SDSU, something up there, and just some pictures. And then this one's gonna be the growth mindset, so I'm gonna try to put that one up now. So we actually had the perfect amount left of the Better Than paper for this bulletin board. We have finished every single bulletin board or place we're gonna cover, and we used up the exact amount of everything. We only have like the tiniest bit left over of the white wood paper. We perfectly used up this wood for this front wall. And then this was, as you saw, we like patchworked a little bit up here and over here. But other than that, it was the perfect, absolute perfect amount. And we're gonna wait on the border of this because we're going to wrap my desk in this polka dot that is actually on my bookshelves. So we don't wanna make it too busy with polka dot border over here and then polka dot desk. So we're gonna wrap my desk first and then decide on that border. So the desk is done. This was wallpaper, removable wallpaper from Target. Again, it's the same thing I have over here. And a lot of people were asking about this on one of my previous videos. So it's from Target and it's the Opal House brand, I believe. And so the desk is complete. Now we're gonna do the border for this bulletin board. So I have finally finished these 2 bulletin boards. I will show you them. So I might spray the growth mindset, just the black letters with the matte spray because it is a little bit glary, but this was from TPT. I will link it down below if I remember to. If not, just tell me in the comments and I can link it. And then this, I actually posted on my Instagram a long time ago. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, go follow me right here. It's at Miss Mills in Middle. And I will also link that below if I remember. It was a freebie from TPT. And that's gonna be my board. Again, don't know really what I'm gonna put up there yet. I don't have anything, but that will get filled and I think they look so cute. So all of these bulletin boards are done. The only thing I have to do is put up the We Are Family bulletin board, which is over here. It's that bulletin board. And I guess I will finish that very quickly before we move on to sectioning off the whiteboard. I'm going to, again, like I've said, only one of my whiteboards in my classroom is magnetic, which I don't understand. So I got this magnetic curtain rod from my Amazon wish list. And this is what I was gonna use to hang my date from. But since only one of them is magnetic, and that's gonna be the main one I use for like anchor charts and like teaching the class because it's the center board. This one's kind of farther off to the side. So that's the one I'm gonna use for like the date and homework. And so I'm gonna section off my board and figure out the date. But first we need to put the command hooks or command strips onto the board so it can stick a little bit before we hang anything from it. But again, before I do that, I'm gonna finish the last bulletin board and then start this. So the last bulletin board is done. And again, I think I am gonna spray it with the matte spray because it does have a little bit of a glare. So I will spray this one and then start working on the board. And I never showed the bookcase being done in the last video. So all of the books are in their book bins. I need to buy 3 more. So I might just add 1 more set to my wish list or try to find some individuals, but I've tried finding them and I can't find individual mini clear crates anywhere. So I might just buy another set, but these are a few that have post-it notes, and those are ones that I have to make extra labels for. It's whether we had to create an extra bin that we didn't have enough labels for. So this is what it looks like completed. So we've started the whiteboard process, and I don't really know exactly what I want to tape off of my board. I know I want to have objectives and homework, but I don't really know what else I want to have because everyone tapes off their board all beautifully, but I just can't think right now. So I'm leaving 1/2 of the board, basically. This is being taped off. I'm definitely gonna tape this, but then I don't know what else I'm gonna tape. And then right here, it says today's date. I already taped that up. And then we're going to put the little hanging magnetic board there once we put the command strips up, and that's where the date's gonna be. So if you guys have any other suggestions on what else I should tape off of my board, please let me know down below. So the date is up. I'm gonna try to put some tape right here. Again, it might come down, but just for right now, I'll probably do like objectives and homework. And then while I was sectioning off my whiteboard, my mom actually put up the banner, and we fixed the G as you saw earlier, but the banner is up, and that was from Michael's, but we just restrung it on to some string because it was on fishing line and it was like barely not even a foot long. So we restrung it and hung it up below there. So like I've said in a lot of my videos, I don't have much enclosed storage, especially long enclosed storage. And I knew I wanted to use this trick of hanging a bulletin board borders by a binder clip and like a push pin or some whatever you're hanging it from. So I did it in this mini corner back here, really hidden by my 10-drawer cart and like just basically on the very bottom of these bulletin boards. So I have all of the leftover border, just have a few stars, some rainbows, actual wood, then this bulletin board border, and then these two. These are like brand new ones. These are like my favorite. And so I'm glad I have extra of those, and I can always come back here and grab some if I need some. Now I am putting up my little wood banner that I made. I made this in one of my classroom prep vlogs, so I will link that down below too. I definitely filmed making this and making the tassel, so I'm going to hang it to the front of my desk. So to attach the banner, we basically just cut a tiny section of the same removable wallpaper to put it on the ends of the twine, so you can't really tell where we hung it up, which is very nice. So the desk area is coming together, but it's still really messy on top. I'm hoping to get a little bit of that down by the end of the day, but we'll see. So since I've last videoed, we've done 2 things, and you can see one of them behind me. I put up the second banner that I made. That's another wood bead banner, and I also made those tassels. We just put them up like we did with the one on my desk with the little strip of the wallpaper. So I'll show you. So we took little strips of the wallpaper, cut them, and then just taped it in this little banner. And I think it is so cute, and it really helps tie in like the one on my desk and everything. My desk area is like finally coming together. Still very messy, I understand. I'm trying to get that a little bit better at least. I put the books that were all right here on this shelf. And then I'm gonna try to find a place for the astrobites. I was gonna put them in the very bottom of my 10 drawer organizer, but I think I have way too many of them right now, so I might just like stack them in this cabinet. And then the second thing that I did, actually my mom did this, was put this little string of lights right there. So this was from the Target dollar section. I think it was like $5 for this little string of lights. They're plastic, which is really nice, and battery operated. So I think those look so good up there. So now we are starting to put up the currently reading signs. So basically they're little signs that you can answer with an expo marker. They're laminated sheets that I printed off. I believe I got these from TPT as well. So the currently reading signs are all up. I will show you them up close. Basically, they can write their name of, let's say Cheyenne is currently reading, and then the book that I'm reading. I will print them out again, and I think I'm gonna start them over this way and just do a few more this way so I have enough for each kid. But this corner is coming together so cute. I have the rugs, the boxes. I might print something on my Cricut and put them on there. I haven't decided yet, but they look kind of plain without it, I think. So if you guys have any ideas for sayings, please let me know down below, whether it's like, I don't know, this is kind of like the student reading corner, cozy corner type thing, silent work or something. I haven't really decided. Again, it's gonna look very different with COVID, so who knows what this is gonna be, but if you have any ideas for sayings to put with my Cricut on there, let me know. So now I'm setting up the kids' individual cubby areas. I did get an informal class list, so it's basically the kids that I had last year that are most likely returning. They crossed off the ones that aren't returning, so I could get some new kids, but as of right now, that's my class list. So I'm setting up their cubbies basically with a whiteboard. I'm gonna put a whiteboard marker. Also, I have little felt squares, so as a whiteboard eraser, and then a pair of scissors. So this is kind of like we don't share materials. If we are in person, I will have each kid have their own cubby. I haven't made any labels for cubbies yet, but I will do that later. And I'll probably post that in like a classroom prep vlog. So as of right now, I just started this but each kid, it's gonna look like this with each kid's cubby. So it basically just has a whiteboard marker, glue sticks, scissors, ruler, and a whiteboard little felt eraser. So those are for each of my kids. So I just randomly put up the morning and closing procedures. I was gonna actually have the voice levels there, but I don't have any batteries, so I don't wanna hang these yet, and I also need to buy more command hooks for these. So instead, for the time being, I'm gonna keep those there. I am going to spray them with the matte spray, but those are gonna stay right there, and then I think I'll have the voice levels probably right here. I'm gonna make an objectives sign right here with my Cricut and then stick it on, and then same for homework. So since I last talked to you guys, I've done a few things. I organized one section of the supplies. So these are at least a little bit organized. All the wipes are down there. Then these are like flushable wipes. So basically, I'm just gonna keep those in there for when kids eat lunch in here after, and they can like wipe their hands. These two are disinfectant wipes, but these are just flushable wipes. Tissues, and then again, paper towels. Then I transferred some things from a Sterilite bin, like one of the pull-out drawers, to up here just for storage. And I sprayed the morning procedures and closing procedures with the matte spray. And I also did the front of this desk. So basically this is chalkboard contact paper, and then this is the leftover bits of the bulletin board paper. I also put this over here. This is when we put classroom rules on. I haven't printed anything out with my Cricut yet. And then this is holding tissue, so they can literally just grab a tissue and don't have to stick their hand in the tissue box. I put this basket over there. It has nothing in it right now, but it will eventually. Don't know what, but there will be something in there. And then I put this here. This is gonna hold like lined paper, plain paper, and colored paper. And now we are going to put together a little storage center, I think it's what it's called. It is this storage container that basically has 15 compartments. It was what I was gonna use when originally it was totally normal and I had 6th, 7th, and 8th graders coming into my class rotating. I was gonna have missing work, so like Monday through Friday for 6th grade, Monday through Friday for 7th, and then same thing for 8th grade. But now that I am having just 6th grade in my class, I'm gonna still put it together and then kind of decide what to do with it. I don't know if I'm just not gonna use it for that same purpose or just use it in a different way. I haven't really decided, and I also don't know where it's gonna go, so we're just gonna put it together now and see how big it is, because I don't even really know much about it. So for right now, I'm just keeping this on top of the cabinet. Again, by the end of today, these doors and drawers should be back in here, but I think that he's gonna do it after we leave. So next time I come back, it should be done. It'll really help clear out this space since they're just sitting here. And also, I don't know if I've showed you guys, but my desk is finally cleared off. So I don't know what to do with this thing. It's probably not staying there. I just moved it there a second ago. And then I am gonna fill this with Jolly Ranchers. I don't know where I'm gonna keep it, but I want them in here. So my desk area is finally cleaned off. I have the Jolly Ranchers in there. They probably won't stay there when school starts, but for right now, they are there. And it is pretty cleaned up back here. I have some curriculum, Astro Brights, the treasure chest. I have to go through this. I put up a few random things on here. I'm still gonna bring more for my bulletin board, but now we are doing one of our last projects for the day, and it is putting up the LED lights. It is this set that was on my Amazon wish list. So thank you so much, Megan, for these. I am really excited to put them up and see how they look. I'm hoping to do it along here. I don't really know how far it will go, if it will go down the sides or not. I haven't measured. So let's just get this started. So it is only long enough to go up this side and then across the other side of the smartboard, and it stops, if you can see right here. So I'm probably gonna have to get another set. That will be on my wish list, link down below. I haven't turned them on when they were on the wall yet. We just tried it once we plugged it in. So there we go. And then you can change the color. So if I want red, they're so pretty. So as you can see, they go to there. So I'll put another set from there down, and then I'll run the cord to that plug. And as you can see, I put my doorbell in, so I'll show you guys that as well. I am going to get a doorbell holder. I'm gonna do the one from Bath & Body Works, but I went to Bath & Body Works and they only had these giant animal ones, so I wanna try to get one of the normal pocket back holders, but this is my doorbell. And I don't know when I'll be using this, but it is set up for when I am. It's actually the next day, and I'm going to put together now something for my classroom. It is a standing desk, so I'm gonna film this and then show you guys at the very end when it's all put together. So the standing desk is from flexispot.com. So it is a FlexiSpot desk. It's basically a standing desk that like raises and lowers, so you aren't just sitting down all day long. And the box came in 2 pieces. So this is the base. So I have to put together the base first. So I'm gonna go through these instructions because I don't know how in-depth it is. And then I have the top over here. So I'm gonna put together this base and then attach the top. The desk is done being built. So the desk is finished being built. And as you can see, it goes up and down because it's a standing desk. So it kind of helps you get moving throughout the day rather than just sitting down all day long. But this is as high as it gets. It's about a little over 4 feet, I think, because I am 5 feet and it's up to almost my chin, a little bit below. So it gets pretty tall. So my plan is to bring this down to my classroom the next time I go and have this as my desk near the front of the classroom where I can do some work and have like projector and all of my laptop and things. So again, this is the Flexi Spot desk and you just use these buttons to raise and lower it. I hope you guys enjoyed day 7 of classroom setup. I will leave all of my other classroom setup videos linked down below if you haven't seen them. But I will see you all soon. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.